as Paul Townend, and we're just saying pressure off, really. This has been a pressure horse, I think, for 12 months.
I didn't realise how much pressure I put myself under until sort of going to the third last, and I said, oh Jesus, it might happen, you know, and next thing he galloped through the third last, but when I saw him coming back on the bridle so quick, and Paul just lurking in behind the others, waiting, I mean, when Paul's under pressure, he's so good. And I put him under a fair bit of pressure, I think, this week. And I just said to him, just ride him like the fastest horse. Don't get involved until you have to get involved. And that's what he did. I mean, coming around the last bend, where was he? Fourth or fifth? I don't know, many were there, and just tucked in, and he didn't pull out until he saw the second last, and he just timed his run perfectly. And that's huge. And you know, we saw Rachel doing it last year, but anyhow. And then jumping the last two, I was surprised how much pressure I felt, yeah, and the relief when he passed the winning post.
Why this horse? Why so much pressure for this horse?
Because I think we nominated the fact that he would stay and that he was a Gold Cup horse from early doors, you know, that when Album Photo won, it wasn't the same pressure. He sort of won the first year without the expectation that we came here with this fellow. You know, we thought this fellow, we have a real Gold Cup horse, but he hadn't gone that trip. And we had, you know, I sort of said, I think he's no problem staying the trip. Thankfully, we're right, but you never know until you actually do it. So, you know, that was where the pressure came from, you know.
And tell me what you've done with this horse. I mean, from that dreadful moment 12 months ago when he'd got the turners all won and he got his feet in a muddle, to retain the brilliance and just not have him over racing and over jumping. What have you and your team done?
Well, Adam Conley, who leads him up and who's his groom at home, and he's the barn manager on the line, and he does everything with him, and you know, he doesn't let the horse overwork. He just keeps the lid on him all the time, and that, I think, has come out in his racing. You know, I don't put Paul up on him, or I don't put Ruby or Patrick to work him. I just let Adam, like, he's 12 stone at least, I'd say. So that keeps him anchored, the horse anchored, and Adam is just so good with the horse. You know, he feeds him, he does everything with him. So I have to give Adam Conley huge praise.
Yeah, he needs a big clap on the back, I think. It was such an exciting performance, and you hope to bring him back next year with a performance of that dominance.
We hope to bring him back, but you know, he's done it. If he never does anything else again, he's come here, he's won his Gold Cup. Of course, we'd love to come back and hope that he might come back as a favourite next year. You know, I think the one thing Paul said to me was that he galloped through the line the whole way right up to the top, those white rails you have up there. So that gives me great heart then, that, you know, that he's going to improve again into next year.
Well, that would be an incredible thought.
He's only 8, I think, is he? Yeah. 7, is that all?
7, he's younger, yeah,
so
younger.
Got, you know, another 2 good years at this level, anyhow.
Now, I'd love to chat longer, but sadly they're lining up for the Fox Hunters, and I'm sure you'll want to watch that too. Yeah. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.